right. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. So now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and play around in my Bert. And I actually do fairly well in my my FV304, as it were. Um, I do enjoy that. Well, I love fast tanks. Whether it be a regular tank or whether it be an SPG, I prefer them to be very quick. That way I can move in and I can move out. If somebody sees me, I can run away quickly. I just find that they're just overall a more enjoyable experience for me. Now, Bert, the style of play is a bit differently, because now while Bert can be really, and Bert is our FV304, everybody calls him Bert. Now while Bert is he doesn't have a lot. He can be devastating. You play him right, but he doesn't have a lot of range. And you see, we only have one ammunition type as well. So we just have standard HE, has no penetration, does barely any damage, but he has such a high rate of fire, but also a high firing arc. So you have to get him real close. But when you get in city maps, and you're in an artillery piece, this is the one that you want to be in, because really with Bert here, he doesn't really care. He doesn't give a shit about city maps. He'll just fire right over walls. He'll fire through windows. The accuracy is ridiculous. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Now this particular tank, I've got a little bit of a better crew in here. I've got my guys researching, camouflage, but they all have their first perk. And the commander, he's got Sixth Sense, and I really do. I'm a huge fan of Sixth Sense, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump on in, and let's see how fast we can die. Okay, so looks like a little bit skimpy on the not as many players right now going on, so we're having to wait. 18 seconds. All right, I guess I should probably just learn a little bit of patience. All right, so Winterberg. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. This is a great tank for this kind of map. If you're in like a big school bus tank, or then I would definitely recommend maybe finding yourself a spot where you can get some shots out here in the field. They've parked me on this end, and most of the time, most arty will stay right here. I don't know, maybe that GW Panther will stay there. I'm not going to stay here, because this is like really one of the first places that I look for artillery tracers when I'm spawn on the other side of the map. They love getting behind all these little bushes and stuff. And then another thing to keep in mind is that with Bert, I don't have any range. I've got to get really, really close in order to be able to really accomplish much. I'm going to start out over here. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and maybe knock over a tree. Normally, I would not recommend knocking over trees, because usually it alerts everybody. Any artillery that's looking is going to spot those trees falling down. So let's see if we've got any targets within range yet. It doesn't look like it. What's nice about this tank and what's nice about this spot is that any of those heavies that decide to head on into town to brawl it out by the capture point, they're all just they're not going to. And I think that car just exploded. So we probably got. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so I can't reach him actually. I'm gonna move up a bit. So they usually come in this area so that they can kind of brawl it out, and this is where you find a lot of great targets. So I think that guy, there he is. So let's see. All right, and I should hit him that time. Okay, and that's really the greatest thing about Bert here is that look at this, and I'm already almost reloaded, so. And that was a hit. Okay, so I've got this KV2. He thinks he's going to run away. So I'm guessing he's kind of backing up. So I'm just sort of figuring, is he backing up? He probably went around one of these corners here, but I'm just going to launch a shot for good measure anyway. Okay, so here's another KV2. So He's probably about ready to die. And maybe I can knock this. Let's see if I can. See, that was a heartbreak right there, because I was really hoping I would have been able to save my own KV, but that was just not meant to be. So, and there was a tank destroyer over there a minute ago. So, there's that OI. Oh, perfect. Let's see. I should be able to knock him out. I don't know if I'll be able to hit that KV or not through there. Can I get him? Oh, maybe. I just need him to hold still. There we go. See, and that's what you're seeing right now is why Bert is really just a beast. And I'm gonna kill this KV as well here in just a second. You can absolutely just fly, and it's deadly accurate. If you want to shoot, their license plate off, you can do it with Bert. Whereas like other tanks, it's just not as doable. So let's see, can we let's see, I should be able to nail him. Oh, that was a dog. He must have done a Yui there real quick before I had a chance to land one on him. All right. Well, this Hellcat over here is hiding, and somebody just went over the cap. So it's probably not this Hellcat. I can't reach him quite. So it's probably that KV or something like that. So let's go ahead and smack some of the usual suspect places. Oh, okay. That KV1 was just not the wisest of players there. You hold still in front of a KV2. You're really just kind of asking for.
The gun's damaged. We can't fire accurately.
Well, and there you go. So the hidden stare WT killed me, but anyways, this will be a loss. But we did okay in Bert here. I think we get a couple of unseen hits, but it's looking like 325 damage. No stun damage, but Bert himself is not capable of stunning. I believe the stun action starts at around 120 mm cannon, and Bert just simply does not have that. So we'll go ahead and see how we fared. You always get the guy over here. You got the SU-152 telling us that we're a fail team. So even though he was pretty much he's been dead for a while. So anyways, let's have a look here. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, it was a loss. But we did 578 damage, which isn't horrible. But obviously not our best game, not our worst. Let's see how the rest of our team fared here. Okay, so 2 kills. Whatever. This is a tier 7 match. And even despite and Bert is very cheap, both with ammunition and even just to repair a destroyed vehicle. So even though we lost, we still made a good a handful of profit there. So all right, let's go ahead and play another. Well, how many minutes are we at? 10? Yeah, I like to keep these videos around 10 minutes, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one. So thanks for joining. I'll do another Bert one here shortly.